So Professor Soyinka delivers a punch to Peter Obi. What's your reaction to that?
The learned elder statesman, Professor Wole Soyinka, he is scared in advance about what good Peter Obi will bring to Nigeria. He's scared in advance that the end is still looking very likely for his principle, for bad governance. And what Soyinka is doing now is an attempted distraction, which I beg you to excuse me from joining issues with Wole Soyinka, please. You and I have much, much better things to do. For all I know, he could continue to throw punches at my principal, at me, as small as I am. He could continue to do that. All I can do, I will grieve in my heart, I will pray for him. You see, intellect does not give you the right to insult anybody. I remember this Soyinka insulting late General Abacha, insulting him to the core, that he was daft, he was that. Nothing gives him the right to do that. He had no rights. Abacha was not an academic. He was a soldier, for God's sake, and a good one for that matter, in his own way, in his own right. I beg you, let us please put Soyinka and his likes aside. We have better things to talk about.
We'll have enough time to talk about a lot of things, and I do respect your wishes there, but I have to ask you whether you think he has a point when he says that by not controlling, or at least trying to control, the online trolls responsible for the insults directed at him, Mr. Obi, and by extension yourself, are tacitly encouraging such behavior.
As a partial academic, let me tell you that Nobel laureates all over the world are loved and cherished by their people, not just their nationals, globally. I have never heard where Nobel laureates are insulted in the manner that Wole Soyinka is. You're making me to speak about him, I don't want to. Now, go back. Nigerians contested through Peter Obi and me. We said this many, many times. It was a force that came alive, a genuine one, a powerful one, that won election and was taken away. Never mind what INEC declared. There is no way Peter Obi, with all the issues in front of him, and my humble self, can control Obidients as they were. Peter Obi entered a canoe without a life jacket, and he paid for it. So it is not the work of Peter Obi to control the Obidients. It is the responsibility of Wole Soyinka to maintain his respect and dignity. I could say a few things to Wole Soyinka that will destroy him for good, but I wouldn't say that. Only 3 days ago, I saw, the whole world saw his own principal. I'm not here to call names. I wish I could finish this interview. We saw the ongoing president of Nigeria almost kneeling to greet an elder statesman, while people like Soyinka are out there insulting others. So in the heat, in the presence of all the politics and dynamics and everything, decent Nigerians should continue to offer respect to others. You know, I said it before, the ongoing president, even though I do not agree with everything about him, whenever I call him uncle, he laughs, I laugh, and we walk away. Why start insulting people? People like me, we describe, we give objective assessment, and they say we insult. And we don't. It's not our history, it's not our upbringing. I've never insulted anybody. But why should a Nobel laureate make it because he knows how to speak English? 1960s and 1970s English? I think all he is trying to do is an attempted distraction, which Peter Obi and myself have excused ourselves, we will not react to that Nobel laureate. He should please go and see how other Nobel laureates are respecting themselves, holding the honor all over the world. Charles, let's move away from this man.
Well, nevertheless, just one more thing on that, because you have talked about the fact that, you don't insult people.
Yeah, I don't.
And he says that the Obidients have consistently been insulting him. Do you think he deserves an apology? Since, to a large extent, those people,
can I ask you a question?
Those people are your followers.
Look,
do you think he deserves an apology, or you wouldn't go that far?
What is, not who is, what is Wole Soyinka? At a time that the Nigerian armed forces have been killing hundreds of Nigerians by mistake, at the time that our currency is hopelessly depreciating, and so many other issues, what is Wole Soyinka? I beg you for the last time, let's move away from this man.
Okay, let's move on and let's turn briefly.
Yes, that is from Datti Almhed. Datti Almhed is a kind of person that people are afraid to talk to him. Whatever Datti Almhed said, people are always scared to talk to him. I don't know why people are always scared to talk to him anyway. And he speaks without looking back, no matter whom you are. If he wants to talk to you, he talks to you without fear or favor. He doesn't look at you, whether you are a 90 years old man or 70 years old man. He just talk what is in his mind. If you want to met, you met. If you want to enter fire, you enter fire. You've heard him. Professor is scared about Peter Obi's ambition because his principal is failing. He's here watching how his principal is failing. He's not talking. Only thing he has to do is to start throwing punches to people who are really doing their own personal business. So what do you think about what Datti Almhed said? And I can see that APC, they are restless. I don't really know why they are restless because of Peter Obi and Obidients. Now, there was a conference of ministers that was held, not day before yesterday, 3 days ago. I know you must have seen this video. Look at what someone is complaining about the Obidients, that APC should step up their game.
Please, I am Akweke Francis Okoye. I am coming from the social media platform where I control so many people. Your Excellency, yes, it's not only conventional media that should be talking. Those of us on the street should equally talk, isn't it? Right. Yes, so I'm speaking from the social media platform. Your Excellency, I'm your son, Akweke Francis Okoye. Please, I want to report here that this administration has done so much in the last 1 year. But most of the achievement of this administration has been underreported. I am urging the Ministry of Information, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, and all other parastatals, agencies of government who are saddled with the responsibility of telling Nigerians what the Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration has achieved to increase their tempo. Those of them in the street are being intimidated by the propaganda from the Obidients platform, from the Atiku and PDP platform. I'm telling you
Thank you. So
please, so we need to increase the tempo on what the Asiwaju administration has achieved.
Do you listen to what he just said? That the Minister of Information and the Secretary to the State Government should step up their game. That what Tinubu is doing is underreported, that they are being intimidated by the Obidients. Yes. That is just the reason why so many of them are scared. That is the reason why someone like Mr. Fascist, what is it called, Professor Wole Soyinka, that is also the reason why he feels that these people are really growing wings upon them. They said they did not win an election and they are still growing. These people did not abandon Peter Obi. These people are really scared. Because if not for, let me say, this generation that took it upon themselves that what concerns Nigeria concerns them, that they are not going to leave politicians just like that again. Do you know how much it takes to service social media agents? That is what APC is just complaining. That the Minister of Information and the Secretary to the State Government should step up their game. Normally, if the government is working, Nigerians should be patriotic enough to support them. Where are their supporters? Let their supporters also, if Tinubu has done anything good, let their supporters make known to the public that this is what Tinubu has done. The other day I was on live video and I was talking about that if Tinubu has done anything good that name it, I will give you 10,000 naira, just one. If you name 20,000 naira. To the extent of that, I have never seen even one person that embodies me. This is what Tinubu has done. Absolutely nothing. Is it his policies and so on and so forth? So that is the problem we are talking about.